Welcome back to another episode of the White Sox March to October, and we've made it past the draft. We're past the trade deadline, so there's no distractions left. We got a clear shot at the end of the season. Not like we're going to be finishing it today or anything, but there's actually there might be exactly 50 games left of the season. Yeah, we're 112 games in at an 81-31 record, meaning we do have exactly 50 games left. So we're going to see how much of that we can get through today, and the first thing we have to do is we have a player lock with Vlad Jr. He's been the undisputed best player on our team, honestly, probably since we traded for him back in year one. He's been a 99 overall for I think a couple seasons now, and he's once again turning in a great season. Maybe not quite as good as last season, definitely not as good as 2 seasons ago, but I think that might be what makes this player lock important, because he hasn't racked up any hardware yet, or at least the big hardware. He hasn't won MVP is what I'm trying to say. But obviously you look at some of the seasons he's had with us and you think he should be in MVP conversations. So I think that's what this player lock is going to be good for today, is if I can succeed, maybe we can catapult Vlad into those MVP conversations. If he isn't already. I mean, it's not like he's not playing at an MVP level. Ooh, we're in a cloudy day here in Cincinnati. I don't know why that struck me as such a cool camera angle. I feel like it's not too often they actually show behind the stadium. All right, so let's make sure we're locked in. Let's make sure we're focused here, because beginning of the episode player locks, they haven't always been my friend. That's a brutal way to start it. It's a close pitch. Oh, and that one I got it. That one might be more brutal for a different reason. I don't think I got enough of that, dude. I'm all over that. See, and that again, if you watched last episode and I explained this new controller settings I'm using, that's another one where it's like, if I didn't have that, would I have been on it? Because I moved the PCI a little too far. I'm still trying to use the new stick sensitivity settings, but I don't know. If I keep noticing things like that, maybe I'll have to go back to normal. We're up 3-0 now, though, for our second at bat of the game. That's another, why is he dotting up his fastballs on the first pitch? But that's another thing I forgot, actually, because during that first at bat, the Reds record popped up and they were like 70 something and 40 something, and I forgot. I think they're the second ranked team right now, and that's not gonna get down, is it? Wow, whoever's in left was moving. Did you see that swing? That one was such a good swing. It's not going to show me the PCI again, but I got a quick glance and it was real nice. Bases loaded this time, 4-0. I'm still early on the heat. Oh my god, dude. When you're late on a changeup, that means you saw it. That means you waited back. But I just waited back too far. We are flying through this game here, man, or at least flying from at bat to at bat. And we're only in the 5th for our 4th at bat because we have a 10-0 or 10-2 lead. And what does everybody just dot their first pitch fastballs? I don't know. Yeah, that wasn't a good swing, but it's still Vlad. This is really getting frustrating. I'm like right on the verge. I'm so close to making good swings. My timing for the most part has been impeccable. We just have nothing to show for it. Why am I swinging at that first pitch? Why is that another perfect dot on the edge of the zone first pitch? And that's it. We are so back. The beginning of the episode player lock curse is back. At least we won. We almost blew that thing, man. 4 runs allowed in the 9th. How does that happen? All right, well, that was pretty upsetting to me, but we move on. We've had a lot of setbacks this season that we haven't been used to having in the last couple of seasons, really, and we're still the best team in the league I would say by far, and we're gonna sweep the second best team in the league. We've got the Tigers up next. Nope, we can't quite sweep them. Oh, we lost 2 in a row, actually. I didn't even realize we lost game 1 against the Twins. So what's this situation? We got to hold the lead with 3 innings to go. That's not going to get us the big momentum jump that I would have hoped for. Dude, and hang on a second. I just saw something. Look at Kerry Carpenter's numbers. I wish I would have memorized, or I wish I wasn't too lazy to go back and look at what his numbers were right when we made the trade for him. But he's popping off, right? They weren't this good looking. Man, and Fletcher too. Fletcher's he's already got his career high in home runs, maintaining the average. The average is the highest it's been, if he keeps it above 314. I mean, really everybody, you go up and down this order, the only one not batting at least 290 is Jordan Lawler. I mean, earlier in this season, I did say we are in a very hitter-friendly era, so maybe maybe these numbers aren't even like as crazy good as I feel like they are because the whole league is hitting like that. Because I have been keeping an eye on our pitching. Our pitching numbers aren't looking that great. I mean, Gallen just continues to plummet in his overall. He's down to an 86 now. Grant Taylor's up to a 90, so he's hit that A potential, but his ERA is almost up at 5. Eater's ERA is up over 5. Schuster is looking better, but he's cold right now apparently. Honestly, our best starter this year is probably Dustin May, and he's not even a starting pitcher. Our bullpen numbers, though, are still looking really good. Nobody's got an ERA up above a 4. Even Prelander Baroa's got his under 4. All right, I always seem to get sidetracked looking at stats. Let's get into this next game. We got a 2-1 lead. Schuster's out there, only giving up the 1. All right, and let's see if we want to leave Schuster in. Starting the 7th. He has some energy. I feel like it's been a while since I've taken a look at what's happened in a game I've loaded into. They have a home run. We have a home run from Spencer Jones. And then Austin Hayes looks like he drove in Nick Senzel. Schuster's gone 6, given up 1, punched out 7. I think I'm going to leave him in, at least for the time being. We'll see what he can do. Wow, and he took 2 strikes in the zone and then swung at the 1 out of the zone. That's like the perfect strikeout. Wonder what Byron Buxton's like at this point. That was a terrible pitch. But what are we, 5 years into the future? How's Buxton holding up? 81 overall, power still there, fielding speed still there. Yeah, I mean, he's putting up a Buxton season, I guess. And we got him popping out. There we go, another one on the changeup. Great inning out of Schuster. 7 deep like that. See if we can bolster this lead. I'm still gonna keep switching to this analog stick setting here. I don't know. I feel like it's more beneficial to try something new and get used to it and hopefully be better once I am used to it. But I guess, I don't know. Hopefully that's not at the cost of too much right now. I also didn't realize we were still facing Sandy Alcantara and he still has a lot of energy. And that was a good one. It's not gonna go though. Oh, I really thought Hayes got enough of that. Can't complain about a leadoff double though. And honestly, that was the type of swing. I know you guys are probably tired of me continuing to bring this up, but that was like the type of pitch that's the perfect test for these PCI settings because it's more sensitive in the middle of the PCI. It's tough to be precise in the middle of the zone, and that pitch was in the middle of the zone. I had a good swing. I didn't mean to swing. That was supposed to be a check swing, and then we wouldn't have had an out right there. Well, that one was a swing. Another good timing swing. Another grounder to third. We can't even move the runner out there. We get a leadoff double and then 2 outs on the next 2 pitches. Save me, Carpenter. All right, 4-pitch walk. I kind of saw that coming. Intentional walk there. But it just brings up Colson Montgomery. That's no weaker. Oh my, I thought I was going to obliterate that. I went up too high and I still swung too early. That was the same pitch. Well, it wasn't the same pitch, actually. It was a slider instead of a slurve, and I still went up too high. That is a weird way to get it out there. All right, since we didn't expand on the lead, I'm going to play it safe. I'm not going to leave Schuster out there. He had a good day. We'll go to Scott. Couple lefties do up this inning and a switch hitter. My God, 9-hole hitter nobody lays off with 3 Tanner Scott lefty sliders. And then he hits one to the gap. Who is this guy? Where did that come from? There we go. I mean, that was not where I wanted that pitch to be, but we fooled him on the timing. Why is nobody chasing that? And why is he missing further outside than he was supposed to? Okay, I mean, don't like that we moved the runner up because 45 speed on second wasn't guaranteed they'd score on a hit. At least we got an out on the play, and they're going to need a hit to bring that run around. Royce Lewis actually struggles more against lefties, so I'm going to stick with Scott. Oh, and there we go. Not quite strike 3 on the slider, but it works the same. We're out of the inning. Man, it's just these games... They're not as easy as they used to be. I feel like at the same time, I haven't been hitting as well, but the CPU has been hitting better than it feels like they've been hitting in a while. That's the one that confuses me. If it was just the hitting, I'd say it's because, you know, this game cycle is winding down. I haven't been playing as much, but the pitching end, I don't get it. And I guess also the fact that okay, actually that is going to get down. I was going to complain about not getting results on my good swings, but that one did get over his head. That means nothing though. We didn't drive in the leadoff double last inning. Okay, and there's their intentional walk to Jones. Bring up Nick Senzel, the righty. He's having a good game, which is surprising because it was a righty starter. This isn't even one of his platoon starts. Do I leave him in though? You know what? I guess, yeah, in this spot it's his clutch rating, which is pretty solid actually. So we'll stick with him. We'll give everybody their off day. It had the makings of a real good at bat. We worked it back from 1-2 to 3-2, and then that was one of the best pitches I've ever seen the CPU break off. And then I pop it up with Fletcher. We're down to 2 outs. Why can we not succeed once we get the runner on second? Okay, no, because we got a gift there. We got a big time gift right there. I mean, I know I made a good swing. I hit it hard. That almost somehow feels like a fluke with how right down the middle that one was left. Okay, now they're going to actually intentionally walk a guy. Get Vlad on for free. It's going to bring up Langoliers, and they're going to a lefty. That's a good move. Langoliers has a lot less power against lefties. We're going to stick with him, though. Nope. Look at the reaction from that catcher, though. Is that realistic? Is that something they need to change? Oh, and then I missed that somehow. At least we got the insurance run, though. At least we're not pitching with a 1-run lead. So now we go to our guy, Crochet. I think I saw he had 31 saves, or at least as of that last game picking up a save, he had 31, but we got a couple saves in the meantime, so maybe he's a little bit higher. There we go. That's what I wanted to see out of the lefty sliders. Scott couldn't do it for me, but at least Crochet can. I actually didn't even really want that to stay in the zone, but I guess however it works. Oh, I didn't think I'd have to dive for that. Senzel? Oh my god! I didn't even control that dive. And there was a yellow throw, but it didn't bounce. I'm so confused. Alright, let's end this then. Let's finish it up. All right, I mean, miss with the slider again. Left it in the zone. I didn't get made pay for, what am I saying? We won the game. Oh, we actually get 2 fireballs for that. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it'd only be 1. All right, well, hopefully that combined with the win we had, I guess, in the Vlad player lock, even though I didn't succeed. Hopefully this is going to set us back on the track of just not losing anything anymore. And of course, we lose the series immediately after I say that to the Twins. Split the series with the Astros. This is way too much losing here. Beat strong contender for a morale boost. And it's in the 6th inning. This is a long one. Okay, how good are the Giants to be considered a strong contender? 70-56. I mean, that's good. It just doesn't seem as good when it's behind the Dodgers at 85-41. Which, speaking of, the Dodgers at 85-41, we're only 5 games up on them. We can't be that close to not having the best record in baseball. All right, well, I guess let's go then. We've got a 4-inning game. It's been a while, I feel like, since we've had one of those in the regular season. Or at least one of those that wasn't opening day, because I think opening day always starts in the 6th. Don't need to pause, though, because I saw all I needed to see. Our 1 run is on a Jordan Lawler solo shot, and Zach Gallen is having a classic Zach Gallen-like start. Need to build up some more insurance when we're at the plate because we've got a lot of time left. And honestly, Gallen's energy isn't in as good of a spot as I'd hoped. I feel like when he loads in with a shutout going, he's normally at like 2/3 of his energy left. There we go, jam jazz. Come on, Jones. Sinking line drive, he's there. Nice play. There we go. We got a whiff. Gallen stays with the shutout intact, and we got some insurance runs to pick up now, don't we? Lefty's out there, so it's a Mejia start. He's 2 for 2 on the day, so doing exactly what his job is. And it looks like he's going to be 3 for 3, even though I did not make the kind of swing I would have hoped for. What is with all these sliders and slurves at the top of the zone today? Like, there was that one pitcher in that one at bat last game that did that to me, but now that it's happening again, that makes me think the CPU has had a strategy shift against me or something. Board out there in center says Senzel has 20 home runs. That is crazy. And I definitely wish I got more of that. That's getting down, though. Oh, it's gonna go. It's gonna go by a lot. 21 home runs. I feel like that's just what Senzel does for me. I'll make a swing that's like, oh, that's traveling a bit. Hang on, that's traveling even more. Oh, that's just gone? Cool. All right, well, 2 batters in, we put up 2 runs. That's the insurance I was talking about. All right, that also got them to take out their starter. This dude's got 87 pitches logged out of the bullpen with a 2.79 ERA. Oh, that was a really good AB. I thought I was honing in on him there, and then I'm too early on 91. Dude, and look at Vlad. We failed his player lock, and he's getting better. Average is climbing. He's hit 5 more bombs since then. Vlad, that's not getting to the gap, but that's a solid base hit there. Look at that perfect PCI too. There's another good AB. We worked a 3-2 count, and then that one actually paid off. Now we got somebody. I feel like we haven't had the kind of lefty you can put one in the cove. Well, that's another high slider. I swear that's a strategy the CPU has right now, and I can't touch it. I can't do what I want to do. I'll do that though. That actually fooled me. Like, that was not a great PCI because I thought it was a 4-seam, and then the cutter broke right back over the middle of the plate. Oh, and that's going to be an inning-ending double play. But you know what? I'll take that inning. 2 runs, couple more decent enough swings, and we've still got a couple innings left to play. But those couple more runs definitely bought us some more Zach Gallen innings here. I always forget to change it back to pitching. We don't want the sensitive left stick when we're on the mound. And there we go, right to Vlad for the first out. You know what just kind of occurred to me though? If Zach Gallen's overall is tanking, he's down to an 86. I want to say right now our lowest overall in the rotation is Dustin May, only at an 85. And Dustin May is on his way up. Gallen's on his way down. If Gallen keeps going down and he's a lower overall than Dustin May by the end of the season, he's not going to be in the rotation for the playoffs. I mean, he'll be in the rotation, but he'll be the 5th starter, and the 5th starter never pitches. And normally the CPU doesn't really let you... Oh, that's going to get down. Carpenter went the wrong way. But normally the CPU doesn't really let you rearrange the postseason rotation. They just kind of take over and automatically sort it from highest overall down. That should be 2. There we go. Defense lets him down and then picks him right back up again. Yeah, we're not really getting much help on these borderline swings, I feel like. That was, I would say, a really solid swing. Only came off the bat at 86. All right, I'll take a walk with Houck, though. There we go. Finally destroying the hanging slider like I should have been this whole time. I wish we would have gotten a little more lift on that, because that would have had the chance to really make a splash. There we go, though. Back-to-back innings with a 2-run homer. Now we're up 5-0. Now things are feeling real safe. I think we're going to need one more, though, to make this a blowout game for that extra fireball of momentum. And look at Francisco Mejia. That's a 4-for-4 day, and he's following up the home run with a double now. Immediately another runner in scoring position. Oh, and it says I had good timing, but I was definitely in the late side of that. We got that could have been 7-0. That could have been a righty-righty Senzel homer if I was around on that. Nope, didn't get enough of that one. No, that's got to be hit harder than that, I think. I don't need to complain, though. Jones did what we needed him to do. We've got an even bigger lead. I don't need to complain about a couple extra miles per hour of exit velo. You know what? We could have kept going with Zach Gallen for another inning maybe, but he was down into the yellow. I don't think I've pitched with Leclerc yet, so let's give him a shot here. There we go. Immediately get the rollover. And we jam another one. Couple weak outs on the cutter. That might be a real good pitch. Ooh, and the 2-seam breaking in. That's another jam pop-up. What an inning. 3 weak contact outs. That's sometimes almost more impressive than if he struck out the side. Dude, this guy is a completely different release from the windup. They brought him in last inning with the runner on, so I didn't see this, but this is weird. Oh, okay, and there it is. I guess it wasn't weird enough. Finally doing something with Vlad this episode when I feel like I should have done so much more. How far did that go? 464. 116 off the bat for his 36th of the year. I can't help but wish I would have done that during the player lock. Ooh, okay. Feel like I actually timed that up. I'm gonna be curious to see how I missed that. No, I was too late. Well, I guess that's why I felt like I timed it up, because I knew I waited back. And then there's another good timing out. And then a rollover with Houck. All right, we're fine then. We got to our blowout threshold. Let's keep it there. Honestly, I might just leave Leclerc in because he only threw like 5 pitches. 6 pitches. I was 1 off. Yeah, it's strike 3. There we go. We're just that good. There we go. Caught him looking on the slider. That's 2 punch outs for Leclerc. I mean, he might just do both. I said the weak contact was more impressive than striking out the side, but now he's 1 batter away from striking out the side here in his 2nd inning. Oh, well, he's not going to. Carpenter with another bad break. Oh, they're not going to go for 3. We got to play this like it's a tie game, man, because if they bring that runner around to score, that costs us a fireball. There we go. 3 extra pitches to strike out the next guy, and that's a nice win. We get 2 base. Oh, and 1 for the shutout. I forgot about that. So that was 2 extra fireballs that we were playing for, keeping that runner stranded on second. That's how you make the most of a game. Double our gains by just playing well. There we go. 4 fireballs of momentum to give us a nice big fireball. Let's not see as many losses now as we've been seeing in the last couple sets of simmed games. Can we play the Cubs? I'd like to play the Cubs. That'd be fun. Nope, we're just going to lose the series then without playing. Cool. All right, now we got to play the Marlins next. 0-0 game, bottom 8, and I think we're going to go ahead and save that for next episode. I don't know if this is going to come out to a shorter episode, but that was a couple longer games. So we'll go ahead and call it there. And also, real quick, just to follow up on last episode, nobody seemed like majorly opposed to me streaming the next season of this March to October after we finish this one. So I think that's going to be the plan. So when we get closer to finishing up this season, I'll probably pick a day in advance and let you guys know when that first stream is going to happen. But for now, you know, sit tight. We still got a little bit to go before that. But also, there's not a whole lot of time left until MLB 25 comes out. Like, this is really sneaking up on me. I can't believe how soon it is until that game's happening. But anyways, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time.